Let me tell you a
Promise me
story.
something.
A story
What?
about friendship, about trust, and about how the city
Please,
can
be
slowly
careful.
change people.
You worry too much.
My name is Maya, and this story is about my best friend, Nina. We grew up in the same compound, same dusty ground, same mango tree. Every evening, we sat together, sharing roasted corn and big dreams. Sometimes Nina would laugh and say, "If I become rich one day, I'll buy you 10 houses." And I would smile and reply, "Then I'll cook for you every day." She would shake her head and say, "No, we'll both be rich. Together." At that time, we were not just friends. We were sisters without blood. At night, we sat outside, staring at the sky. The sound of a generator hummed in the distance. One night, Nina spoke quietly. "Maya, do you think life is meant to be this hard?" I sighed. "I don't know, but I'm tired." She was silent for a moment, then she said, "This town will swallow our dreams. We need to leave." I turned to her slowly. "Leave to where?" Her eyes shined in the darkness. "The city." That word sounded like hope. Weeks later, we were on a bus heading to the city. The bus shook. People were packed tightly. Nina held my hand and whispered, "No matter what happens, we don't turn against each other." I squeezed her hand. "I promise." As city lights appeared through the window, my heart beat fast. We thought we were entering success. We didn't know. We were also entering a test. Our first room was small. One mattress. One table. One tiny window that let the morning light in. Nina spread her hands and joked, "So this is our mansion." I laughed too. At that time, we had nothing. But we had each other. And that felt like enough. Nina said softly, "At least we're not alone." That night, those words felt like home. Days turned into weeks. We walked under the hot sun every day, searching for work. "Come back later." "No vacancy." "Try somewhere else." Rejection followed us everywhere. But we kept moving. Because hunger doesn't allow rest. One evening, Nina burst into the room, breathless. "I got it," she shouted. I jumped up. "You did." She nodded excitedly. I hugged her tightly. I was truly happy for her. She promised. "Your turn is coming, Maya." I believed her. Days later, Nina began dressing differently. New makeup. New perfume. One evening I asked gently, "Your shop allows makeup like this?" She laughed. "City life, my dear." Her phone buzzed. She turned away to reply. That was the first time. She turned her back on me. That night, I sat alone on the bed. The clock read 11:45 p.m. The door opened. Nina walked in smiling. "You're late," I said. "It's work. Every night." She sighed sharply. "Must you question everything?" Silence filled the room. That silence was louder than any argument. Later, Nina sat on the bed smiling at her phone. "You're glowing," I said. "What's going on?"
You're glowing.
She
What's going on?
hesitated. "I met someone." "Who?" "A man. He helps me sometimes." Something inside me tightened. "Please, be careful." She frowned.
Please,
"You
be
worry
careful.
too much."
You worry too
That
much.
was the moment I felt fear. But I ignored it. That night, the lights were off. We lay on the same mattress, backs facing each other. "Nina," I whispered. "Yes. Nothing
Nina?
will ever come
Yes,
between us,
nothing will
right?"
ever come between us,
There
right?
was a long pause.
Of
Then
course.
she said softly, "Of course." But her voice shook. And that was when I knew something was coming. Morning came, but the warmth in our room had faded. Something had shifted. Nina smiled, talked, moved around. But her eyes were somewhere else. She said, "Coffee's ready if you want some." But I could feel it. She wasn't really with me anymore. We walked the same road, shared the same air. Yet somehow, we weren't walking together anymore. The city was loud. But between us, everything was quiet. Nina was changing. New smiles. New confidence. New secrets. I was happy for her. Or at least, I tried to be. Her phone became her favorite place. Whenever it lit up, her face did too. I watched her laugh at messages I would never read. And slowly, I began to feel invisible. We used to talk about everything. Now, our conversations ended before they even began. I wanted to ask questions, but I was afraid of the answers. That night, words slipped out. Not loud, not angry, just heavy. And once spoken, they couldn't be taken back. Silence followed us to bed. She sat beside me, scrolling through her phone. I stared at the ceiling, pretending I wasn't hurting. Two bodies on one mattress, but miles apart. Then I saw her smile again. That smile. The one she used to save for me. That's when fear crept into my chest. Quietly, politely, like it planned to stay. I stood by the window that night, watching the city lights blink endlessly. Dreams were supposed to bring us closer, but mine was standing beside me, slowly walking away. I didn't say anything. I didn't cry. I just held my breath, and prayed that friendship would be stronger than change. But deep down, I knew this was only the beginning. Evenings used to feel warm in our little room, but that day, something felt different. Nina kept smiling at her phone, dressing nicer than usual, checking the screen like someone was waiting for her. My chest felt heavy, like a warning I didn't understand. She said she'd be back soon. I nodded, but my heart didn't believe her. The city has a way of whispering sweet lies, big promises, easy money, soft words that sound like rescue. And Nina, she wanted to believe someone could finally take care of her. So when he smiled, she smiled too. She didn't see the trap, but I did. Then everything changed. A voice cut through the night. Angry, sharp, painful. Before Nina could understand, people were staring, whispers everywhere, and the man who promised her the world couldn't even stand beside her. He stepped back, then ran. Just like that, leaving her alone. I saw the crowd first. Then I saw her. My Nina. Frozen. Crying. Small, like a child lost in the market. I didn't ask questions. Didn't shout. Didn't judge. I just held her hand, like I used to when we were kids. And I took her home. That night, our room felt quiet. Too quiet. She cried like her heart had been ripped open. Not because of the man, but because she trusted him. Sometimes the deepest pain comes from believing the wrong person. So I sat beside her. Because some wounds don't need advice. They just need company. She said she almost lost me. I told her the truth. You don't lose real friendship that easily. Life can shake us. Mistakes can bend us. But real love, it stays. And that night, we chose each other again. The next morning felt lighter. Not perfect. Just lighter. We cooked. We laughed. We cleaned. Small things. Normal things. But sometimes, normal is exactly what healing looks like. We didn't fix everything overnight. We just became honest again. Morning sunlight filled our room. Soft. Golden. Calm. We sat by the window with tea, like we used to back in the village. No secrets. No shortcuts. Just us. The city almost changed us. Almost broke us. But friendship brought us back home. And this time, we grow the right way. Together. Always together. Moral of the story: life may deceive you with sweet promises, but true friendship is the only love that never lies. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories.